Noswaith dda a chroeso cynnes iawn. Diolch am wrando. Good evening and a warm welcome. Thanks for listening. Cyfres 3 y 7th bennod. Series 3, the 7th episode. Mwy o Arddodiaid. More prepositions. Okay, so dda is soft mutated. Adjectives soft mutate after singular feminine nouns. And noswaith is a singular feminine noun. Chroeso, as in a chroeso, and welcome. Aspirate mutation there on chroeso to chroeso, C to CH. And that's after the word a, which is and in Welsh conjunction, causes aspirate mutation. Another mutation there that happened was amrando, which comes from grando. It soft mutates from grando to rando after the preposition am, in this occasion meaning for. Thanks for listening. Diolch am rando. And that's one of the 12 key prepositions that cause soft mutation. Okay, benod has also soft mutated from penod episode. We get a soft mutation after all the ordinals for feminine nouns, and you also get it for isle for masculine as well. So today's words are more prepositions. We had lots of prepositions today. We went through the 12 key ones that cause soft mutation. Today we're going through a few of the other ones that are important. And there's a set of 3 here. Oh, 4, it depends how you look at it. But un means in. Y-N, un. But if you're saying in Wales, you would need to say yng because after un, we get a nasal mutation. And if the nasal mutation ends up being an NG sound, like C becomes NGH, Cymru becomes yng when that happens, we also have to use the word YNG, instead of un. And if say the word Bangor, in Bangor, Mangor, we nasal mutate Bangor to Mangor, but because that begins with an M, we then also use another word for in, is ym, and that also happens when you do words beginning with P as well. So Pwtheli becomes Mwtheli, Mwtheli. There you go. So I listed it on the listening exercise today as happening to C to NGH words, but it does do it. The other mutation that ends up being NG is from a G. A G nasal mutates to an NG as well. Yes, so and ung, 3 different words used for depending on what the consonant has been used in the next word and what that has mutated to. So most of them use un, but if it starts with an M, we use and if it starts with an NG or NGH, then we use ung. Okay, the other word for in is mewn, MEWN, mewn. Okay, so that means in as well. So how do we know which one to use? Okay, so if we're saying in Wales, we would say yng Nghymru. If we're saying in Bangor, we say Mangor. If we were saying in Wrexham, we say Wrexham. Nothing happens, nothing mutates, because W's don't nasal mutate, and we don't have to use any special M or un version, that or ung. And so which one do we use? Also, which one would we use with mewn? When do we use mewn? So the way we look at this is if we're going to say in a something, in a car, we'd say mewn a car. It's indefinite. It's like using the word a in English, a or an. We say a car. It could be any car. It's not definite, it's indefinite. And that's the same with mewn. When it's indefinite, it's not the car, where it's in the car, on a car. That is then when it's definite. But when it's not definite, in a car, mewn car. So that's the difference between and mewn, and I've gone through that enough. So moving on to the next words, we have evo, which is a north version of with, gyda, evo, and we have gyda next, which is another preposition meaning with, used more in the south, but definitely gets used in the north as well. And then we have the word with a roof over it, the circumflex, the ac and grom, or tobar. It means with or by means of. Okay, so it looks different to the word and but sounds the same, but as a roof over it to show, not that we're going to pronounce it long now, but it's a different word. So, and it means with. It's a preposition, not a conjunction. So ag is the version of that we used before vowels. So look on the listening exercise, one of the sentences there uses it. It shows you. So if we're saying siarad Alan, we'd say siarad ag Alan, because Alan, A-L-U-N, a Welsh version of Alan. That starts with a vowel, A. So we would use talking with Alan. We would use ag instead as the preposition for with in the middle of that. Okay, the next one is tia, which means circa or approximately, about. And so we might, tia 8 o gloch. It's about 8 o'clock. So the listening exercise today, using some of these new prepositions, goes like this. It's mae'r dysgwr yn byw mewn box. The learner lives in a box. Teulu mawr hefyd. A big family too. Rydw i'n dysgu yn Abertawe gyda fy nheulu. I am learning in Swansea with my family. Rwy ti'n dysgu yn Mangor efo dy deulu. You are learning in Bangor with your family. Mae hi'n siarad a'i theulu yng Nghaerdydd. She is speaking with her family in Cardiff. Mae tua 15 o bobl yn siarad ag Alan. Mae tua 15 o bobl yn siarad ag Alan. About 15 people are speaking with Alan. So what I've tried to do there is give you different people we're talking about, first, second and third person. Different words of have mutated because we've used different places. There's also different uses of mutations after possessive pronouns in there. And so there's lots of lessons bringing together what we're doing over the last few lessons. There's also a number in there that you might have an idea what it is now. And an alternate use for a to ag because of Alan and that kind of thing. So that's the listening exercise on the website. Go and have a listen. Have a listen to Gwyneth, I think her name is, the person who did the model of the voice that I use, one of the voices that I use on the listening exercises. Go and have a listen to her read out this story, and then you will be able to look at a further grammar explanation of it. You can do it without the transcript on your own to start with, or you can use the transcript, or you can listen slowly again, whatever you want to do with it. And then there's a quiz on it as well. So that's the quiz of this lesson as well. I think I'm about out of time. I haven't really got a lot of time to put anything else in there. So I will say goodbye.